On my way back to Ohio, man, it was a nice day. I don't know if you noticed, I have my summer suit on today at the Meadows. It was a really, really nice day of racing. Windy. It was a windy day, but plus 7 or 8 degrees. Really nice. Happy with the way the horses raced. JK Victory raced well today. You know, how would he be? Last time he's on a 5/8, it was down in Miami Valley. It did not go well. How would he be? How would he be today? Well, didn't take long to find out. He got away 26-3. I was hoping Jeremy would get in the hole, but he didn't. He kept going to the front. Now I got to stay there. And, you know, it's not, finishing is not his. It's not that he doesn't finish well. He'll grind away on the front, but to sprint and to catch horses, not really his forte. So he ended up a good third, paced, 52-3. A big mile today at the Meadows, and a good mile from JK Victory. I think he's going to get better. He seemed to like the racetrack. He seemed to like the race itself, and hopefully those classes fill and he continues to get in. Time is on my side. I don't know if his class will fill next week. Man, he was very, very good today. You know, it's funny. We talk about shoeing and we talk about how the horses can change sometimes, and when it comes to Time is on my side, you know, we had the corks on him at Northfield. He roughed up the first week when I cleaned out Kurt Zug in the second turn. Then I got parked the whole way the second week. We go back to the Meadows. He wins, but it wasn't pretty. I mean, he fell off the gate. He didn't really want to accelerate off the car. And, you know, I think that's part and parcel of the 2 tough trips he had the 2 weeks before. Then we get the corks off him and race him on a nice sunny day today. Quite frankly, I'm remembering him fall off the gate last week. I have no reason to believe that he won't probably try and do the same thing today. And if he does, just got to leave him alone. Let him fall off the gate if he's got to fall off the gate, I guess. He raced good last week. Now, bigger field, better trip. Last week, it was pretty obvious that the 2 favorites were going to get away 1-2 if I don't leave. Having said that, I can't get parked the whole way again, for the love of God. We go out of there, and I really didn't know what Time is on my side to do until about 5 steps before they said go. Is his nose going to fall off the gate? Or is he going to come right up on out of there? The latter happened. He wanted to go out of there today. I was happy to let him. I let him pace out of there, and I cinched him up going into the turn, let Aaron clear over to the front. It seemed to be the path of least resistance. The last thing you want to do is push forward, have Dave Pallone stretch me, and then I stretch Aaron. Aaron makes front. I can't possibly remove. So I have to sit there and just hope that, you know, Aaron takes me to the head of the lane or takes me to the road. You're just looking to get beaten. And that's certainly not what I was trying to do. So I just let Aaron over in front of me and then continued on to the front. Once I made front, I don't know if you heard afterwards, but the front end was not holding up great today, but I'm 3-5. I want to put him in a position to do well. And yes, there's a conservative approach and he's got a long year ahead of him, but there's still money on the line. This is a horse race. We're done training. It's still racing. And if I'm in a race, I'm there to win. That's just the way it is. So I thought Time was on my side, raced very, very good, and I did everything I had to get the job done. First and last half in 55-3. This little last quarter, I wouldn't play too much into that. It was pretty windy on the end of it. That's why you saw big first quarters and big third quarters, because the wind was right behind us then. So, happy with the way the Meadows went. I'm eager to watch Mohawk tonight. Good luck to all my partners there on a number of fronts. Eager to see how Oh Hill No does, how Foxy Seaside does, and then maybe even more so than the other 2, how will Rosetta do? If Rosetta races bad, we're probably going to bring her back to Ohio and swap her out with Jim Marie. We'll see. So there's 3 questions to be answered. How do all 3 horses race? And then the 4th question will be answered by the race of Rosetta. Is she staying in Ontario, or is she heading back over to Ohio? We'll see how that plays out tonight. Now, this morning, 3 trainers on the race bike. I was happy with all 3. Very telling training miles, and very clear and concise miles, in the sense that by the time I got off the track, I knew exactly where the horses fit, what they were capable of doing right now, and likely a rough idea of when they're going to be ready to actually rock. I got someone training tomorrow also. Arrowhead Hanover is going to train tomorrow morning in 2-1 or 2-2. We'll see how he trains, and I'll let you know afterwards. This morning was Gorgeous Package. And we had other trainers, but these were the three that went the race bike. Gorgeous Package, Aunt Lily, and Freedom Hill. Gorgeous Package went a mile in 59.3 last half, and 58 last quarter in 28 seconds. She was exceptionally good this morning. She's ready to qualify. I'd like to qualify her in 2-2. And then I'd like to come back out and train her another big mile, because right out of the box, she's going to have to pace 55, 56 for sure. And I don't want her going into any races without all her tools in the right place. With all her tools in the right place and without her all her guns ready to go. So, great training mile from her this morning. We'll come back with a softer qualifier with her on next Thursday, and then we'll put her in the bike, train her up real hard one trip, and then she'll be ready to race. And that's the plan with Gorgeous Package. Freedom Hill, I went a mile in 2-2. She was good. Probably a week, another training mile on the race bike, then a qualifier, and then we'll reassess, but she's very, very close also. Aunt Lily's a little bit longer. I went a mile in 2-4 last half in a minute. She was good, but as I said to Jason, running in less, so mechanically she was better. She was on the right line less. A little choppy coming out of the turns. This is without hobbles on. So I'm more apt to say, put those hobbles back on her. We'll see how she is. But there's no rush. I think work-wise, the way she makes me feel, I think she's probably ready to go in about 3 weeks. I told you guys 2 weeks last week. I was wrong. And it's not that she's doing anything wrong. This is a big, powerful filly, and sometimes it takes a lot more work to pack that muscle on that she's going to need. A smaller horse like Gorgeous Package, I was floored today. I thought 2-1, 2-2. She'd come 29 seconds over this track. It'd be good. I was towing on her the whole way. Never spoke to her. Never asked her. Certainly never touched her with the whip. She come 28 seconds, mile and 59. Just two very different built fillies. Freedom Hill's somewhere in the middle. And she was good. But again, a smaller filly than Aunt Lily. So I think maybe put the hobbles on her next week, go mile in 2-3, 2-2, and then reassess again. But from where I stand right now today, she's probably 3 weeks away from racing. So 3 good training trips this morning. We're going to go with the babies tomorrow. I'm probably going to give Blue Rare the day off just because she trained very, very hard this week and looked exceptionally well. There's a couple of horses that are going to get either an easier set tomorrow or not train at all. And there is, quite frankly, some that are going to train very, very hard. I can think of one for sure. But a very good day at the barn today. A very good day so far at the track. A first and a third. Both great miles. Super optimistic about tonight. And as I said, although I'm eager to watch Oh He'll Know, I'm eager to watch Foxy Seaside, I'm really going to keep my eye on Rosetta tonight. So we'll see how everything plays out. Good luck to all my partners tonight. For all of you that were in on JK Victory and Time's on my side this afternoon, congratulations. Both raced very good. I'll give you more updates tomorrow morning. One update I did not give to anybody. Chevron's bypass, maybe I did, this morning, was claimed last night. She broke a hobble in the last turn. Looked like she was getting a decent trip. Broke a hobble, and unfortunately, that was that. We'll continue. If the horses, do not, I don't have to keep beating this drum. You guys have heard it a million times. We want all the horses that can do right now racing. If they can't do, we're likely to move them on. And eventually, I'll be the first to admit that buyer's market, pretty dry this winter. I've always preached, February, a wave coming when people have stake payments coming up. That didn't happen. March, same thing, people getting their horses back. They decide maybe they're not as good as they think. Another junket of horses come on the market for sale. That didn't happen. It's just a pretty dry market right now, quite frankly. We'll see how everything plays out over the next month. That's the beauty about this industry. The more you think you know about it, you don't. And it doesn't matter what you're talking about, whether it be breeding or training or racing or buying and selling. Nothing. There's no givens in this game. So that is that for the day. I went there with a smile. I'm leaving with a smile, and hopefully I have a smile on tomorrow also. Good luck to everybody tonight. Talk to you tomorrow.